Let's talk silver and gold. We'll do price analysis and much, much more. We'll do some Bitcoin. We'll do some crypto. Get your chart requests in as well. Yeah, that's it, people. If you are watching the replay, use the time codes below to go to your favorite part. But man, if you're watching live, you really do get to enjoy every single thing we do here at Good Morning Stackers with me, Joe Main, brought to you by Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, Mastering the Markets, masteringthemarkets.com, Stormrake, stormrake.com, your full-service cryptocurrency brokerage. Use that link to get 2% brokerage fees for the life of the account, and my brand new Silver Investor Club. While we wait for people to come in, I'm going to talk about very quickly the brand new Silver Investor Club. We have 66 members. It is free for now. What this is if you're an investor in silver, whether it be physical silver or silver-related assets such as silver stocks, mining stocks, etc. Or look, well, we might talk about that other precious metal, that gold thing, that platinum thing too from time to time. This is the absolute place to be. Why? Well, you're getting a lively community of like-minded people. Okay, you're going to get regular private posts from me to do with things that we don't talk about necessarily here on the live shows or on the regular YouTube channel. I'll be updating you almost every day about silver price, certain stocks that I'm looking at and all that kind of stuff. And then everyone my notifications are just like going off tap at the moment. I literally had to make a little post here talking about how to customize notifications to turn them off, because I had someone saying there's so much activity here. I'm getting email notifications for every little single thing. It's like, yeah, I get it now. So even with just 66 members, everyone's really lively here. Okay, so head over. It's free to join for now. At some point, there's going to be some kind of payment, but there'll probably still be a free version of a particular, we'll do a freemium kind of model, but Fridays, we're doing live streams, okay? Private live stream just for school.com. This is on school.com for Silver Investor Club members. It's just a hangout place. So then you can join the gym. You can have your face on camera if you want, or stay completely anonymous. But it's a kind of a cooler way to hang out. Okay, little hangouts up. Plus, Ricky from Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, will join us every single week. We'll have a chat with him. Plus, he gives you guys an exclusive special on silver that you cannot get anywhere else. Again, free to join for now. Check out Friday's live stream, and I think you'll be very pleased with what the first one is, the inaugural exclusive silver special on Silver Investor Club. I'll put a link somewhere around. Cool. Let's go back to we'll take a look at. Can you do me a favor, please? Head over to x.com/it's Joe Main. Why would you want to do that? Well, because I go live on X at the same time too. I just need to do this little thing here, and then that helps me help you. Okay, to get trending and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, beautiful. Let's go over back to here and let's check out all the stuff. Now, something's happened and I don't know what's going on. For some reason, nobody's gotten the notification that I've gone live. Is that weird? That is weird. Am I being throttled? Because the only comment I have right now is from John Kerry. Normally I have a slew of comments. And why would that be? Good morning, John. Great to see you, my friend. Where has everyone else gone? That's a really great question. I've got a few people watching. Let me just double check. Is the live chat feature working for everybody? That could be a good question. Let me just go check. There's something, I'm going to look at something that you can't see right now. So give me a moment. I'm going to put that on mute. Yeah, so you can, I'm going live. Let's check it. See if there's a live chat feature for you. Once again, you're watching Good Morning Stackers. And I have a live chat feature, and we've had Jason Ashworth just join us as well. Okay, so it's all working. Looks like not a lot of people got the notification for some reason. Jason Ashworth says, "Morning, Joe." Morning, Jason. It's good to see you, my friend. Yes, and morning, Stackers. It's like a couple of you watching at the moment. I'm looking on my little panel here. I can see how many people are watching the live stream. There are many more watching the live stream, but you're all being a bit shy today. That's okay. Let's do the synchronized slurp. You missed it, didn't you? You grab a tasty beverage, I grab my tasty beverage. We slurp them synchronously together within the first minute or so, a couple of minutes of the show, and tell me in the comments what you are drinking. I always drink non-fluoridated water, okay? Nectar of the gods. Ready? You must do it audibly wherever you are in the world. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, do it. extra Slurpee. I know a very small portion of you have a little ick with the slurp, and you let me know in the comments, and I go, thanks for letting me know, but the bulk of you are cool with it. It's my little calling card. Good morning, Becky Gundelfinger. As I always say in a Scottish accent for some random reason, Gundelfinger. Always rolls off the tongue very, very well. Good to see you. Yeah. Let's talk about silver and gold. We'll do some analysis. Quick little take a look at the price. We'll shoot the breeze with my wonderful Good Morning Stackers family. Once again, I'd love you to head over to x.com/it's Joe Main. Could you do that for me? That'd be great. Rav, good to see you, my friend. I'll get to your one as well. Cool. Head over to here, x.com/it's Joe Main. I'm going live on there at the moment too. And yeah, here is. I don't want to talk. No, I'm good. No, you guys can wait. Let's talk gold. Here is gold on the daily? Yeah, daily time frame price in USD, $3,557 As I posted a video yesterday, brand new all-time high for gold. So let's rah. So congratulations to all. We have been saying it for a while. You guys have been agreeing with me because you always agree with me, don't you, Jason Ashworth? Yes, you do. From this high and this low, I need to see it get back above and stay above for any kind of significant period of time. We got above here, 3,350. Okay, I'll pop it from here. So if you take it from this high and this low, that's the expected resistance range, the zag zone in which you needed to get through and stay through in order to say, okay, there's some kind of momentum for higher prices soon. We made a play for it? No. Made a play for it, back down. Where did we find support? Back down at the bottom end of that zag zone. Funny how Fibonacci works, isn't it? And then we said, okay, look, while it's above here, cool, but it's got to stay above here. We got above here, 1, 2, 3 tests of that kind of resistance zone-ish, right there kind of thing. Yeah, remember that? Then we had this downtrend line. We said, okay, back over this downtrend line and back over 3350, I said, new all-time high coming in gold really soon. I said in a matter of weeks, not months and months down the track. I didn't think it would be this fast, but we saw it in just a few days. We got over this level here. We closed a daily time frame, the highest daily close on gold ever. Now interesting. Look at this. Highest daily close ever in gold in human history. Okay, right here, we had that. So it was a 3,437, 3,440. We spiked above it, didn't close. So close all around about 3,340. Finally, we broke through again and we closed above it. What did it do the next day? Okay, because this is what traders do. Okay, this is what traders and larger investors, your institutional investors, do as well. They have their traders on their books and in their offices and all that. They're looking and they're going, okay, resistance, haven't closed above. We finally closed. And it's the highest daily close in history. The next trading day, which was, I think it was over the weekend. So yeah, gapped up, right? Immediate gap up. Okay, so people go highest close, onwards and upwards we go. That has set up that beautiful all-time high. Now, from here, where can we go? I do think we head onwards further up from here. Sorry, let me start that again. I think we head further up. I don't think this is the blow off top here and then we see the lower prices from here. Okay, number go up and number go down. So from here, you can come back down here, something like this. And this is all spitballing, okay? I am expecting a test of probably around about $3,750, $3,700 to $3,800 before we see some kind of larger consolidation, because we will. Number go up and number go down. But, number go up and number go down in between that, okay, on the smaller time frames. Coming back to retest a major support level or a breakout level is completely normal, and it's just par for course. Okay, so breakout of that 3430, 3440 kind of mark, breakout, retest up to this kind of area, I think is probably the most likely scenario. Okay, now could we just rock it to here? Yes, of course. But look, number go up. You have to understand that day traders and the short-term traders are like, oh, I bought the breakout here and maybe I bought it on a bit of leverage on one of the trading platforms, and I'm up 3%, 3.5%, nearly 4%. 4% for gold is actually really good, particularly if you're buying on leverage as well, and particularly if you are buying like the institutions or the big, traders who have a crap ton of money. They're not just putting $10,000 on that thing. They're buying $1 million of gold. It goes up 3.5%. They're taking some profits. Okay, so that's why you're going to see, this kind of thing. I think it's the most likely. So watch out for a potential test here around about that general 3440 area. Doesn't matter over the long term, not really, but this is just the weather report that I like to give you. So if this is the high here, actually let's go on to the hourly and we'll see, is this possibly the little turnaround for now. So let me pop on the indicators. Yeah, you could almost say it is. I guess technically it's not. So I'm not going to say definitely heading down from here, but if you have a look here, higher highs and equal or lower highs. Yeah, it's actually technically that's a lower high from there. Yeah, it's just kind of flattening out. See that? So the price is diverging from the momentum indicator. And if I have the on-balance volume, which I'm not sure if I do, I do. Now, the difference is, though, the on-balance volume, so the volume is actually still quite good. So I'm not ready to say yet definitely lower from here, but it's looking a little peaky. Yeah, so volume is still looking quite nice. So now, if this had been doing the following, if we had been doing this similar thing, if this volume had been flattening out, like that, with that rising price, with that, okay, then that's two things diverging, that's two signals, and I'd say, yeah, pretty much definitely. The volume's still pretty good, okay, so that's the only thing that's giving me pause to think, okay, maybe a little bit higher from here. Yeah, so that is gold, but if it is, where are we? There's a lot of stuff going on here, isn't there? If this is a little high for now, let me get rid of you and you. Just for the moment, and 1, 2, 3, and you. If this is a high for the moment, let's see what the expected support zone is, and let's see if it matches up here with this previous area of resistance. So I'll take it from this low and this high. It's the most obvious area, and that's at the 0.5. So you're definitely within that zone. Yeah. Cool. I mean, this stuff isn't an exact science. Okay, so anywhere in this zone is quite perfect. Now, for a bull market, to show absolute strength during retracements, the higher you bounce from, this is obvious stuff, the higher you bounce from, the stronger the trend, the stronger the uptrend is. And we've talked about this just recently, and I've been learning this on Mastering the Markets, masteringthemarkets.com. I'm doing their year-long comprehensive course. Okay. For example, if you bounce here, great. That's just saying, okay, people are willing to buy here, and that's like at a 40% discount. They might even buy here, okay, at a 23% discount because it's the 0.236. So from this low and this high, that's 20 something. It's a percentage, not a price percentage move. It's just from calculating from there to there, that's 20% down. Does that make sense? So it's not to do with 20% in price movement. Cool. It's calculated from there and there. Cool. Yeah. So people are willing to go, okay, I'm buying here. But if they go, well, I'm not willing to buy until it's a 40% retracement from this low and this high, you go, okay, that's still pretty strong. Let me turn that off for you. Then if you go, okay, I'm not willing, most buyers aren't willing to buy until it's 50% retraced. You go, okay, that's kind of neutral. It's kind of neutralish. Then if you go, okay, buyers aren't really stepping in until it's a 60% discount as such, retracement from this low and this high. It's like, why? Why is that? Shouldn't you be really raring to go and like grab any kind of discount? Okay, so that's why you favor these levels here. Very strong, neutral, weak, very weak. Okay, and you really don't ever want things to go back down into this area or lower. Okay, so I'm going to say on balance of probability, if we retrace from here, we're looking at somewhere in this zone I think, and that matches up with previous resistance. So I think that's most likely in this area here. That's somewhere between 3475 and 3440. Cool, cool. And what will be ultimately bullish if you bounce off the 3500, roughly, which is bouncing off the previous all-time high. Do that kind of thing. That is just... Okay, and that would set up for that high move to that $3,800 level. Cool, cool, cool. That is general gold. General gold. Let's take a look. I will quickly show you, because we've got the time, because we're roughly about an hour show. Here is the GDX. This is the Gold Miners Index. What have we done overnight? We have had a 0.6% move on the GDX. Looking absolutely fantastic. Let me show you on the monthly time frame. Oh, Gold Miners Index. Okay. Want to buy gold miners, the large cap gold miners? Then you don't want to take the risk. You buy something like the GDX listed on the New York Stock Exchange. Do I need to say much more? Price number go up. We're going to break the all-time high. We're going to get into price discovery eventually. The miners are currently outperforming gold. That won't happen forever, but the miners are having their time in the sun versus precious metal, versus the spot metal. But if you're a physical stacker, just buy the physical stuff. Why bother going into all that other stuff? I happen to do play some of the mining stocks as well, doing quite well with them at the moment. But really, it's kind of later on down the track, that's to up my physical precious metal, so I can swap in and out of mining stocks and the physical. Cool, because at the end of the day, if you don't hold it, you don't own it. Cool. So GDX looking very good, and the GDXJ, which is the junior miners, and I don't know why I don't have it. GDXJ. Yeah, the Van Eck. Whoa. All right, this is the junior miners. Okay, so it's just basically the smaller cap junior miners. Okay, and it's an index of all of those. You might want to get into these if you want a more risk but more reward. Okay, and you can see we haven't even gotten into breaking its all-time high. Why is that doing that? I know why. Actually, I don't know why. Let me do that. And you know, that's right. Don't know why that was sitting there. That was really weird. But we have broken through, and I don't know where that's there either. We've broken through the zag zone, as just looking absolutely top notch at the moment. Once again, you're watching Good Morning Stackers. Live on X and on YouTube, we talk precious metals, we talk Bitcoin and crypto, and I'll take chart requests as well. So we're through the zag zone right here, and the last bit of resistance is here at the 0.786. That's at 105 US dollars. Okay, just looking fantastic. And when I've got a little note here, when this tops, it signals the top of spot gold. Okay, now I'm not saying it, ignore the price, right? Wherever it's going, right? But when it starts to make its top, the junior gold miners are usually the canary in the coal mine. They go, okay, this has gone really high, really overvalued, okay, really overbought on, say, the monthly time frame, etc. It's starting to tick over. If I notice, or when it starts breaking market structure and turns from bullish, higher highs, higher lows, into lower highs and lower lows, okay, that'll be a change of market structure, and that generally tops the spot gold top as well. Cool. Watch out for it, or follow me and I will watch out for it for you. I'm going to actually pop that on the green one, so that's in my usual. Cool. That is all of gold. Let's take a look at silver, our friendly mate. Here is silver on the monthly time frame. Let's go to the daily. 41 US dollars. What are we in Australian dollars? Out of interest, $62.70 in Australian dollars. So here is silver, daily time frame, looking absolutely gorgeous. I am expecting some lower prices, a little bit of a consolidation. Cool. I'll show you on the 1 hour. Similar thing to, definitely with silver, I'm expecting now some lower prices to come, okay? Because more so than gold, because now we have that higher high, we have that peak. What do we do a lot of time? We have that little blow off top. You see how I was talking about that momentum loss? It's just kind of creeping right? And then I thought we might tick over here. Then it has one last splurt of the gas tank. You know, the exhaust pipe goes like that, in a cartoon, right? Like in a Roadrunner cartoon, and then it has that last little splurt, and then that's that little blow off top. You can see here on the 1 hour time frame. We're just talking 1 hour here, okay? Higher high, lower high on the relative strength index. It's fallen back into the normal range, so I am expecting, I think, some lower prices coming. We might have to watch out for some kind of hidden bullish divergence, but I'll keep watching the price and I'll let you know. So as I've been saying, this is the uber bullish range. If we bounce here, just like I said with gold, we talked about those Fibonacci levels. If we bounce, this is the uber bullish range in between here and here. So that's bouncing off either, what's that, $40.40 to $39.70. Okay. That would come back to test previous resistance-ish, kind of that general area there. If you can see that on the 4 hour. Yeah, there you go. See that? It's basically testing there, which is actually quite bullish. And this is the top of the normal range. So anywhere between here and here, uber bullish. Again, it's saying people are expecting a dip, but they're willing to buy on just like a 24% discount from this low and this high, or a 40% retracement, okay? Don't want to get back into this area preferably, and do not cross below 38.80. That's not good, okay? That would signal a lot of weakness. I don't think we're going there at all. I'm absolutely betting on that or that. So watch out for those two. Watch out for $40.40, and I think lowest, $39.70. That's my opinion. If we do get into this normal range here, don't stress, it's just not preferable. Okay, I'm just uber bullish on silver. And for the newbies, anyone watching, just quickly, longest cup and handle in human history, only asset that has never broken its 1980 price. It's doing this. They did that. It's now doing this, and up and down, up and down. We're going to triple-digit silver, multiple triple-digit silver over the next, 10, 20 years. 3 to 5 years, I think we'll have a nice move as well. But, holding for the long term, buy and hold, dollar cost average, and Bob's your uncle. For any of my US, is that a saying in the US? Or other Bob's your uncle? Or is that just like an English Australian thing? Anyway, let's take a look. Oh, no, silver miners. Cool. Here is SIL. Silver miners. We will be getting to Bitcoin and crypto very, very soon. Got to do my precious metals, though. Yeah. Need I say more? The SIL, the large cap silver mining stocks, just moving onwards and upwards. You've got that last little level here of about 63.30 US dollars. Again, this is listed on the New York Stock Exchange. Just buy this if you want exposure to the large cap silver miners in the world, because it's the global silver miners ETF. So not just US ones, from all around. Okay, I mean, it's called the global. I have to assume it's got a bunch from around the world. Let's go with that. And it's going to be breaking an all-time high. I have absolutely zero, except for some sort of black swan event, zero thought that it will tank down from here. No, we're heading onwards and upwards. Cool. So SIL looking good, and SILJ. SIL I'm not in. I'm actually doing the bit of the riskier move, but I think for a better reward, I'm doing the SILJ, the silver junior miners. And look that's just broken out of a recent high. It's broken out of this downtrend line. It's looking, I was about to swear, it's looking fabulous. Cool. From that low and that high, we got through the zag zone. We did that ages ago, bro. Way through. And now we're going to be making all new all-time highs. If I had to venture some kind of guess, look out for, from this high and this low, watch out for a significant level of resistance at about 60 US dollars. It's the 1.618 Fibonacci on the logarithmic scale from this high and this low. That will be some kind of area of resistance. I'll give you an almost 100% guarantee, because enough people follow these Fibonacci levels, so it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. So watch out for about $60. But from here, I'm not 100% saying it's going there, okay, but from here, that's just like a 220% move. Not bad. I would see major resistance there. Number go up, number go down in the meantime. But gee, looking pretty good. If it doesn't get there, don't at me, okay? Don't at me, bro. But yeah, we're moving higher. And we will get into price discovery for the SILJ. I won't talk about individual silver miners. I'm going to make a video very soon, which I'll probably put on the Silver Investor Club channel first for the private members. Again, it's free to join. I'll put a link somewhere below, and then I'll release it to, to the wider world. Yeah, that is silver. Let's take a look at platinum. Platinum, oof, on the monthly. Here is platinum on the daily. I've got all my crap in from the other day. We are talking 1,419 US dollars. It's looking pretty nice. I could be wrong that we see some lower prices once we got through that zag zone, which again was from this high and this low. We got through, there we go. And where do we find resistance so far? At that top end, which I remember I was speaking about that 1,430 previous resistance. It happens to be the 0.786. Once again, as a quick little, how good is Fibonacci, right? What if we had have done this? Now, hindsight is 2020, okay? So just bear in mind. What if we had have done this? Can I replay that? Yes. From that high and that, if we go something like that. Again, this is real spitbally stuff, okay? Real spitbally stuff. But if, for example, we had have gone, okay, so looks like it was just going back to July. Okay, so the 23rd of July. If we had have done the following, again, hindsight's 2020. Would I remember to do it next time? Maybe not. But have a look here. We had some bearish divergence. We would have been talking about this back then. It's just a little lesson, something to keep in the back of your mind. I'm going to try and do it for the future too. We would have been talking about this higher high. We would have been talking about this lower low. In fact, I remember talking about it. Okay, so, and we clicked back down through here. We'd broken market structure, I think on the daily, or at least on the 4 hour, I think we had. Yeah, we'd broken through here. So, okay, lower prices coming. If we had have done the following, if I had have gone, okay, I'm going to try and pick a bottom. Okay, now what you can try and do, obviously, is you can try and pick the bottom in one way, which would be the easiest way is to go from a significant low, significant high. Okay, let's see how that would have lined up first. Okay, let me replay that. How did we go with that? Did that bounce anywhere? Okay, so we kind of bounced, yeah, around about that 0.382. So we got into the zone, right? So we would have talked about the zag zone. So, hey, we got into the zag zone. Now that's a zone, right? Now let me go back. Imagine if we had have done the following. Let's go back again. Come on. Let's go back again and go to, where was it? Was it around about there-ish? Yeah, let's talk about it, around about there. Now, if we have gone on the 4 hour, again, there's a little kind of a lesson for you, but it's also like a lesson for me. Actually, I'll show you on the daily time frame. Let's get rid of that for a second. Now, if I had gone, okay, I'm going to try and find a low here. And again, I know I'm doing this in hindsight, okay? So I would have gone from the high and low. So I would have gone like this. I'm going to take it from the high, and I'm going to try and match it up with a significant Fibonacci. The Fibonacci, I'm going to try and line up with things. So if I go like that, okay, let's see now. Well, we need a lower low, and I think it's going to go down lower here. So I need to kind of match it up with something. All right, so what are we talking? If I match it up with the 0.618, yeah, maybe. If I match it up with the 0.786, okay, so we get down to roughly there. So I'm matching that up with that. Also, remember we talked about 1,430 being a key Fibonacci on an on a longer time frame, so there's a bit of confluence there. And then I know this is real kind of hindsighty stuff, but I'm just going to see if I can do it in the future. And then we go, oh, okay. Right. Not exact, but we got, if you do it from that high and that low, look at that right there. And then we found exact resistance right there at that 0.786. It's just interesting to me how it all lines up. I'm going to try and do this for the future, see if I can future predict like almost to the exact dollar. Let's see what happens. But with platinum looking great, we're through the zag zone here, which is good to see. and I think it's onwards and upwards. While we're above 1,395, onwards and upwards we go. Get back into this zone, then I'll start getting concerned that we are breaking back down, and this is a little splurt, and then back down to some lower prices. But so far so good. We're probably going to do something like this, and onwards and upwards we go. Okay. Yeah, that's all you need to know. It's looking much better for platinum than it was for me a couple of days ago. Cool. Good for platinum. Now, platinum we've seen, just so you are aware, platinum miners like SBSW, and I'll show you Zimplats on the Australian Stock Exchange as well. This is SBSW, Sibanye-Stillwater. If you are into platinum mining stocks, Sibanye-Stillwater would be one that you would absolutely be wanting to get. Let me get rid of that. And we have rocketed up. On the daily time frame, we had a 3.5% move, so that's looking pretty good. Let me get rid of you and get rid of you and just get rid of a few flotsam and jetsam here. Cool. Great. Looking really nice. We had a move from, I'll take it from here and here, $3 to $9.90. So it was, mate, it was $3 at the end of February this year. We've over tripled the price, okay, in that small amount of time because platinum had that massive move. Cool. From this low and this high, though, we had that move down. Looks like it's settled itself around about the 0.236, which is uber bullish. Okay, didn't even get into the zag zone so far. Cool, that's looking really nice. Now, can this tick over here and do the following? If platinum does tick over, then that will probably tick over and get down at least into that kind of zone here. Cool. But what I want to check now is where are we sitting from this high and this low? And I bet we're at some kind of, right, we're just within that zone at the moment. So if you have a look here, we've gone into it, but we've tested it. Right, we need to remain above there. So we need to get and remain above around about $8.70 for Sibanye-Stillwater, SBSW, and then I'll say, okay, onwards and upwards we go. So if it falls back down through, then I will be not concerned again, but I will. If we fall back down through there, I'm going to say, okay, we're probably, unless it makes a higher low, we would need to do something like that, and then onwards and upwards. But if it falls back down through there, then obviously we're going to correct a larger move, and that was that larger move that I was talking about. I'll keep you updated. Cool, Sibanye-Stillwater, and I'll show you Zim. This is Zimplats. Doing a really precious metals in-depth focus one today, aren't you lucky? Here is Zimplats. Zimplats is the Australian little cousin of Implats, which is a South African platinum group mining stock. Okay, and this is its little cousin here in Australia, and this is the way you can get into Implats via Zimplats. Cool. And it's just looking pretty darn good. We've had a little double, it's not a double top, but we're finding resistance here at $18. Once it breaks through $18, I'm back in this. Whenever you see a gold, you can't see those. I'm in Zimplats, by the way, just so you know. And then it's looking pretty good for a move, at least up to this $20 to $23 area. You've got to watch out what happens when we get there. Okay, let me do that and that. Why did I have that there? Cool, here and here. Yeah, between the 0.382 and the 0.618. That is actually between, where are we? Yeah, see 20 and about 23. Can you see that? Let me move that out of the way for you. Yeah, between 20 and 23, you're coming up to some resistance. There's trapped money here, trapped money here, trapped money here. And if, as ASX trader David Bird said on the Mastering the Markets private live stream, which you may not have seen because I'm part of the Mastering the Markets Academy and I'm doing their year-long comprehensive course, he said, if showing weakness in between $20 to $23, get out. Okay, but hold until the price action shows that. So what that basically means is you have a high and a low, you get into this resistance area again, trapped money. Okay, these are the people who got in back here, and psychologically, some of them will choose to get out and break even because they hate this game and they held on for so long. Cool, since like 4 years from 2021, or this little area here from like 2023, some will decide I'm out of this game, it sucks, I'm going to break even and move on to something different. Okay, so if you do find kind of weakness here and that kind of thing, and it falls out, then I will be getting out. But if you just kind of hover for a bit, and then if you clear that $23 level, that is basically smooth sailing. There's no more trapped money. Where are all the buyers? There's no more buyers. You're not in price discovery, but you'd be looking really, really good for Zimplats on the Australian Stock Exchange. This is really precious metals focused today, isn't it? Good. That's what we're here for. Here is copper on the weekly time frame. Price in USD, $4.60. Daily. I'm about to get to a bunch of comments. We'll do crypto, etc. as well. Copper. Yeah. Finding resistance exactly where I thought we would find resistance at. Funny that, isn't it? At that $4.65 kind of area. Must get over there. Do something like this. Get over there. Hold as support. Crack through, and yeah, or something like this, come back down, then crack through there, and that's really good too. Okay, and then the next hurdle is about $5.10, and then after $5.10 you're looking at the all-time high of $6. Okay, so looking good for copper, I think, but in particular the COPX, the global copper miners ETF, just like I've told you about with the GDX, the SIL copper miners index, and yeah, that's it. Monthly time frame. The chart speaks for itself. Cool. Massive double bottom here. We've been in a trading range for quite some time. It has broken out, okay, finally. And we've got that little final boss here of around about $52.60, again in US dollar terms, and then after that we're just looking really nice. I think it will make a new all-time high. That's my opinion. You do you. Don't get into anything I am just because I say that I'm in it. Cool. Yeah, that's all I have to say for La Precious Metals. When you're ready to buy precious metals, however, buy from Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au. In Australia, you're very lucky that you have perthbullion.com.au. Ricky started the business May of last year, is doing absolutely great guns. First bullion company in all of Australia to offer free shipping. No other bullion business did. They didn't want to. They didn't think they could do it. Maybe they ran the numbers and they went, you know what, we could do it, but why would we? Why would we give away some of our profit? Because no one else has done it. No one wanted to be the first mover. Perth Bullion Exchange was the first mover and said, the big boys in the United States, like pretty much everywhere else in the world, I'm probably exaggerating, has some kind of free shipping option. They started it. Just have 20 or more items in your shopping cart. You get free shipping Australia-wide. Now, they don't, I was going to say they don't ship internationally. They don't ship for free internationally. So let me say that, okay? My understanding from Ricky, and I'll actually ask him on the live stream tomorrow, the private live stream on the Silver Investor Club, I'm going to ask him, are you willing to do some international shipping as long as they pay for it? Then I think his answer might be yes. I think it might be. I think we may have had this private conversation before. Tomorrow, that might be really interesting for you because there's a great deal on the private live stream tomorrow on the Silver Investor Club. I'll put a link below. And I think for what you're getting, for what you pay for what you're getting, you might even consider getting some shipped internationally because it might not be that expensive if you're buying a certain amount of it. I think it's actually a really good deal. So yeah, check that out. Silver Investor Club, I'll put a link below, and go to Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au. We'll get to Bitcoin and crypto, but I do want to say hello to my amazing GMS family. Beckel Gundelfinger says, slurping yerba mate today, Joe. Oh, fantastic. Great to see you. Great to hear that. Rav Patel, good morning, Joe. Morning, Stackers. G'day, Rav. Rav, I think is... Rav, are you one of the 66 members of the Silver Investor Club on school.com with the link below? I think you are. I recognize the name. Hi, Joe, says Knackers O'Reilly. G'day, Jai. Jai is one of the members. Good morning, peeps. Knackers is one of the new members. Welcome, watchers. Is gold rising? Now, I love that. Is gold rising or the dollar falling? Yes, that is the correct question, Jason. And yeah, dollar falling. Kind of both are happening at the same time. I totally agree, man. Chris Phipps, you have been gone a while. What's new? Is silver over $30? You're having us on here. You've been checking the price. Is silver over $30? Well, yes, sir, it is. It's at $41. Chris from Portland in Oregon. Sorry about that, Chris. You know why. I'm sure it's a lovely area, but man. PDX, good old Portland. Hi, gang, says Pete Repeat. Morning, Pearl. I love you. Talk amongst yourselves. That's great. Steve Bassett. Hello, my friend. Great information. Thank you very much. Knackers O'Reilly says, I'm tempted to get a 1 ounce platinum round, but not sure if it's a good short-term hold. Don't do a short-term hold. Why would you? Don't buy precious. Don't buy. Here's my advice. Do not buy physical precious metals for a short-term hold for some kind of price appreciation and then you sell it again because you're buying spot plus a premium and all that. If you want to just take advantage of the rising of platinum in the short term, then you buy a stock. You could buy a mining stock, like I said, or you could buy the... I'll show you. I'll just show you. How about I just show you? Can I just show you? Cool. You would want to buy something like, and not something like, you would want to buy ETPMPT. There we go. This is the global physical gold. Physical gold? Physical platinum. What? Physical gold structured? ETP? EPT. Hang on. PTMPT? No, it's ETPMPT for platinum. Why is it called... Okay, for some reason they've got the wrong name on it, and I have no idea why. But this is the physical platinum... Oh, is this on the Australian Stock Exchange? Where is it? ETP MPT. Yes, it is. It's the right one. Okay. Don't know why it's called physical gold. They've got a random name on it. Don't know why. This is the physical platinum ETF as such, and it just tracks the platinum price. That's basically it. So that's the one you would want unless you want to buy some kind of mining stock, which has greater reward, but a greater risk to it as well. But yeah, this one just follows the platinum price at a not exactly one-to-one in terms of its price. So that's 199, but as platinum goes up, that goes up. As it goes down, it goes down. Cool. The ETP MPT on the Australian Stock Exchange. Neil says buy silver, platinum, and crystallized osmium. Yes, 3 to 5 years. Cool. Let's take a look at Bitcoin and crypto. We're going to take a look at TOSHI and my favorite meme coin of base chain. And we'll take a general look at Bitcoin, general look at crypto. And if you have any chart requests for anything, whether it be a crypto, whether it be a stock of some kind, get those in right now. And I will take a quick look at one, maybe two of those. Preference always goes to super chats. Don't forget, put me through school, people. I'm spending $12,000 of my own money over this next year to go through Mastering the Markets, masteringthemarkets.com. Help support the show. Would you mind? That'd be great. And you can help support the show actually by joining the Silver Investor Club. Again, I'll put a link below because at some point I will start charging, but it's free for now because you've got to get used to what is it, what kind of value am I getting, and all that kind of stuff. Cool. Chris Phipps says we actually have a few great coin shops in and close to Portland. Good to know. Let's take a look at Bitcoin and crypto. This portion of the show is brought to you by Stormrake. Stormrake.com, your full-service cryptocurrency brokerage. Get 33% off their brokerage fees for life when you use my link, which is right there. Okay, I'll put it somewhere below. Let's take a look at Bitcoin and crypto, see where we are. I think I might even take a look at the Bitcoin to gold and silver ratio just to see where we are with that too. Cool. Index, Bitstamp. Okay, here is Bitcoin on the monthly. Sure, monthly time frame, 111,795. So 111,800. Let's go to the daily, see where we are. And what are we looking at on the... Yep, cool. Oh, I've got a lot of stuff going on here. Alrighty. There we go. We have broken out of a downtrend. Okay, that's good news. We are back above. We're hovering right now at kind of key resistance. Yeah, here we are. Pretty darn key. Cool. Right here. See that? Through there. And that's where we're sitting. So right now at about 112,000 US dollars is the big kicker that you need to get through, okay, and hold above and then do that. We want number to go up, obviously. Yeah, but big level right there, okay? And you don't want that to tick around and start making a lower low here. You do not want to cross. Now here, again, it's a subjective term. You might be dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin because that's just what you do. You buy and hold, and you're holding it for 10, 20 years. You're holding it for your kids, whatever it is. You actually want to average in lower. So you might want the price to go lower. No joke. Or you might be thinking like, I just want to nab a really good deal down here, whatever it is, because you're very confident with Bitcoin over the longer term. I'm confident with Bitcoin over the longer term. So subjective, right? But if we do cross below 107,500, you're going to see probably quite a quick move down to another level, maybe about 103,000 right there. With crypto, it loves to give you the most max pain possible. We talk about the zag zone here. That's your expected support range. This is from this low and this high. But crypto just loves to around with you and get you really offside and go down to the very last, just a fingernail, right? Just get you. It would freak a bunch of people out here, and then it goes, sucked in biatches. So watch out for 103 if we get down there. But what I'm saying basically is, you need that 112 needs to become support again. It was resistance. We broke through. It became support. It became resistance so far. Again, that is crucial, 112,000. Bare minimum. Cool. On the hourly time frame, so that was the daily. On the hourly, what are we seeing? Anything? What's kind of strength on the hourly? Okay, on the hourly, you can see that there's a little bit of divergence going on, meaning as the price is going up, the volume, so the momentum indicator isn't rising as quickly with it. I'll take a look at the OBV as well and let me know. So that's that one, Joe, and that's that one. That's the one I want. There's so much stuff going on here, isn't there? But what you can see here, number is going up on that kind of incline, but it's kind of, see if you go from there to there, number up, but momentum kind of flat. So that can say, and we're coming up to major resistance here. So just watch out here. You really need that 112 to be taken out, and then right, you want to see that. You don't want to see a tick back below about 110,500. That would set up this bearish divergence, and then we might be making a play for that 107,500. You don't want to preferably see that. Cool. Again, if you don't want Bitcoin to go down, I will say though the volume is looking nicer than the momentum, so that's good. So maybe there's no one knows where the price is going to go. Okay, but that's what we need to see, 112. But the volume has been looking good in the last 10, 12 hours, something like that. See that uptick right there? So see that through that little resistance there, it's kind of burst through. That's actually quite nice. That could be OBV, the on balance volume, can be a canary in the coal mine. Okay, it's kind of potentially telling, it's not 100%, but it's telling a story of what people are doing behind the scenes, because you might see the price is going up a little bit, but the buying pressure is much, much more. Okay, so that can indicate some higher prices coming. Okay, so I like that. I just don't like the momentum indicator, the RSI flattening out there. 112 must be broken, and until we do that, I'll just say we're trending under resistance, major resistance at the moment. Now, someone amazing like Bisha from Stormrake, stormrake.com, your full service cryptocurrency brokerage. I've got, see this little dot up here? That's $200,000. And you see the line that comes up to $200,000 by the end of 2025, by the end of this year. Someone amazing like the COO, the Chief Operating Officer of Stormrake, stormrake.com, your full service cryptocurrency brokerage, believes that $200,000 Bitcoin, that's Bisha right there, great guy, believes $200,000 Bitcoin is still doable in 2025. He made a great case for it on the show. I did interview him, getting Bishop back on the show, like hopefully this week. Maybe it'll be either for a live show or do a pre-record, maybe next week, and we'll talk crypto, etc. He makes a great case for it. And when I listened to his case for $200,000 Bitcoin in 2025 in US dollars, I went, oh yeah, okay, that's really doable. Okay, watch that thing. I'll put a link somewhere. I'll just go find my channel. But Stormrake.com, your full-service cryptocurrency brokerage, they do it all for you. Now, why would you want someone to do it all for you? Well, particularly if you're a crypto newbie, just call your stockbroker. This is the crypto version of a stockbroker. You call them, you email them, you can log into their live chat, okay, as long as you have an account. You say, here's my account number, they'll verify it. I want X amount of Bitcoin or this altcoin. They have a whole bunch of altcoins as well. The great thing with Stormrake is you can give them a call, talk to one of their brokers, and it's just like having a chat with a mate. And you go, what's good this week? What are you seeing that's trending? I don't know what to get into, particularly for a Bitcoin newbie. I want to buy Bitcoin or crypto. I don't know much about it. These guys walk you through buying crypto for the first time. Well, they don't walk you through it. They actually do it for you, but they'll talk to you about the cryptos they're looking at, what's trending, all that kind of stuff. And they'll give you plenty of advice, and then they do it all for you. You say, I want $10,000 of Bitcoin. They go, leave it with me. I'll get it for you for the best price as well. Now, there's no hidden fees. They charge a 3% brokerage fee. Now, when you compare their brokerage fee, which is full service, against something like Coinbase, which is like 1.75%, if it's like you're using their just big button buy now thing, that's 1.75%. Now, you think, okay, well, that's a little bit more than, it's around about half the price. Hang on a second. But then here's the thing. Coinbase are charging you hidden spread fees. Okay, so the market price of Bitcoin could be at 120,000, but you're buying from Coinbase, and I'm just spitballing here, but 121,000 or $120,400 or $124,200. They're putting a little bit of cream on the top when you're buying, and they're taking a little bit off the top when you come back to sell. That's hidden spread fees. Okay, there are no hidden spread fees with Stormrake.com. It's just a flat fee, and they're buying at the market price. They're not going to screw you over and add a little bit of cream and take it out. Okay, 3% is amazing. However, dude, get it for 2% for the life of the account when you sign up with my referral link somewhere. You can put this little thing right here in the address bar of your favorite browser. It will take you to the sign up page. You'll see in the address bar, it'll say, good morning, Stackers. That's how you know you're getting my referral, okay? And that's how you know you will get it for 2% brokerage fees for the life of the account. Now, as a crypto newbie, you really want this. As a crypto native, you want to send this to your friends and family because they're going to want it to get into crypto eventually. You've been trying to do it. Okay, let Stormrake.com do it for them. Cool. As a crypto native, however, you want access to deep liquidity, right? When on the buying side, did you win Tats Lotto? Did you sell a house? Are you putting a whole bunch into your self-managed super? Okay, have you got $200,000 in your self-managed super? Did you sell a house for $1 million? Okay, you want to put it all in crypto. You need access to deep liquidity so you're not just jacking up your average buy cost. Okay, Stormrake partnered with a whole bunch of different exchanges, etc. They have access to very deep liquidity, so it's great for getting in. It's especially good for getting out. What happens when you're a crypto millionaire and you want to hit the sell button once instead of having to do it over weeks and weeks and weeks and just sort of averaging out? Just do it once. Okay, do it with Stormrake because they, again, access to very deep liquidity. Okay, Stormrake.com. Cool. Let's go to the others market and we'll take a look at general Bitcoin. Ooh, here is others on the weekly time frame. It's a market cap and we're looking at 303 billion. Yes, this is a good start. I like it. Remember we talked about, by the way, I'm back in a little bit of crypto, and I'll tell you what that is in just a second. I'm still managing it. I'm still watching it very closely. Let's see. We talked about, remember the 5th of November. We talked about from this low and this high, the zag zone. We talked about this decline as well, and was sitting around about, remember I said 297 billion. We were talking about, last time we talked about it, we're under here, and I said bare minimum it's got to clear over 290 billion, and then I said it's got to clear 297 billion. Cool, we've done that. Good, that's good. Okay, good. So we've come down on the 4-hour time frame. This is setting up to be a non-failure swing pattern. What is a non-failure swing? It's definitely on the daily. Let's see on the daily time frame. Or not on the daily. No, but on the 4-hour it is. A non-failure swing is where you have And this is all the stuff I'm learning from Mastering the Markets, masteringthemarkets.com, right? It's kind of consolidation, but lower highs, lower lows, a little bit of an equal high there, equal low. See how, lower high, equal low. Now, instead of doing this, a failure swing would be that and that. Good. But what we've done is we've rocketed through right there. So that's forming a higher high on the 4-hour time frame first. That's a bullish signal. Doesn't mean it's bullish yet. We just now need to see a lower high formed, and then you need to break out. Okay, and that would be a non-failure swing pattern. It is the most bullish of all reversal patterns. That would be so good for crypto. Okay. Got to get through that 304, 305 kind of. It's looking good. Okay, so at 303, we're above that 297, $300 billion area. I like it. Let's have a look on the 1 hour. If it decides to, yeah, thanks. We do have a bit of, maybe a little bit of, I was going to say bearish divergence, but higher high. Yeah, higher high. Okay, nothing's bearish on the 1 hour. Okay, so it looks like we could just continue onwards and upwards from here. That's good. So looking good for the moment. I am in something. Let me show you what it is, and let me see if I can find it. This was on, I took this from a call as such from ASX Trader, from David Bird from Mastering the Markets Academy, academy.masteringthemarkets.com. I'm going to give you a quick little sneak peek at academy.masteringthemarkets.com. You can join for free, actually. It was right down, I'll find it. He got into something called, here we go, syrup. I have no idea what it is. This is syrup. Major resistance here at 48 cents. If it breaks through, it'll be game on. This is what the head of Mastering the Markets Academy, head of Mastering the Markets, David Bird, aka ASX Trader, posted about this particular one. This is on the daily time frame. Syrup. I have no idea. It's a crypto. Don't know what it is, but I had a look at it. I jumped on it. And I saw that it had then gone over that syrup. It had gone over that 48 cent mark. Okay, so on the daily time frame, let's take a look at it together. Here is syrup. I am currently in it. I am managing it very closely because I have bought it on a little bit of leverage. So my stop loss is lower here, but I really don't want to take a huge loss on it. So I'm going to watch maybe like the 15-minute, the 30-minute. Definitely be watching the 1 hour to see. And if it looks showing bearish signs, I'm just going to get out. So managing it very closely. But so far we are above that 48 cent level that Dave talked about right there. And he said, and I don't trust what every individual person says, but he's got a really good track record. Okay, he said while above 48 cents, it's game on. We closed the day. We've opened the new day half an hour ago, so we closed the day above 48 cents. So far, I think looking good. If I show you, let's do some quick little Fibonacci. Where have I got to take it from? This is the problem with crypto because you have these huge, big spikes. Okay. Oh, interestingly, by the way, what I learned this week, we learned about candlestick patterns. We learned about falling wedges and rising wedges and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to share that. Kind of distill that kind of, so I don't do that. That would be illegal. Not illegal, but highly unethical. But I'll just kind of distill it on the private live stream tomorrow on the Silver Investor Club. But if I take it from, okay, sure, we'll go from this high and this low. Where are we? We are finding resistance at the 0.5 Fibonacci. So we're not out of the woods just yet, but looking all right. We need to get clear through right there at 55 US cents, and then we'll be talking turkey. Okay, looking really nice. Cool. But I am in it at the moment. I might be a little bit late to get in it because your stop loss is quite low. That's at like 43.5 cents. That's a pretty, if you're using leverage, then that's a pretty decent stop loss. Okay, you'd be taking a decent loss if you were to buy here, but maybe consider buying spot. And then just buying the breakout, and then just if it gets back below 48 cents, you'd be like, oh, why is that? So that would be a small loss. So yeah, you could do that. On the weekly time frame, look, you've got to clear, for the weekly, you've got to clear 65 cents. But yeah, I'm really happy to take that little gamble and see where we go. That is syrup. Let's take a look at TOSHI, and then I'll do some chart requests as well. It's much easier just to type it in these days. Okie dokie. Here is Toshi on the daily time frame price in USD 000586. Little bit of a rise, but we're not out of the woods just yet. Okay, as I did say, once we broke through here, I got out of Toshi. It was actually a little bit lower. I was seeing if it was going to bounce off this uptrend line right there. It didn't, and it held as resistance. And then we had that big spike. What do we say about big spikes? We don't like the big spikes in the upward direction because it says sellers are in control of the market. Once we did that big spike, I went, I'm out. I'm out. So I'm out of Toshi at the moment. Got to go where the message of the market is telling me. I did take a loss on it, but I don't want to take more losses on it. Okay. What I need to see for Toshi, it is the meme coin of base chain. If when crypto is going to continue onwards and upwards, I see meme coins having another run. Toshi will do well. It's the face of base. It's listed on Coinbase as well. So the normies getting into crypto will see Toshi as well. So, and it's a great name as well. Satoshi Nakamoto, all that stuff. It's a great meme coin. And they have an amazing community as well. They're really like rah, rah, rah. Okay. So highly consider them if you want to get back into meme coins. But what I need to see in order to go, yeah, okay, from a technical perspective is that. Got to do something like that. You'll probably find resistance there, bounce off there, and then get through bare minimum. I've got to see it get through 0.00065. That's the kicker for me. That's previous resistance here. It's previous resistance here. It's previous support here. So 6.5 is my level, which I will go, okay, cool. I'm happy to nibble. Okay, and then I'll probably nibble, and then if when it starts clearing 0.00075, then I'll go, okay, I can put a bit more into it. That is Toshi at the moment. If it rejects here, not great. You don't want to see it reject 0.0006. If it does that kind of thing and then rolls over, okay, yeah, not great. Cool, then we'd have to talk about lower prices. We're not there yet. But I'm not in at the moment. But I will be back in if when the opportunity arises. That is Toshi for the Toshi fam. Let me know if you're still in the replies and the comments. Any? Or can we just get out of here? Nakas asks, is there going to be an alt season or is it come and gone? There could still be an alt season. Again, just stay above that kind of 300 billion-ish kind of area. Technically, for me and others as well, it's 280 billion, which is the big line in the sand you don't want to cross back below when we... Okay, but right now we're around about that 300 billion. It's looking good. It's looking fine. Just not yet. We're close. Great. It's great. It's gonna be great. Let's see. Gone and gone, says Jason. Don't know what that's about. It's starting to feel like that, Jason. Oh, he thinks it's gone and gone. If the stock market has had many losers as the crypto industry, if the stock market had as many losers as the crypto industry, no one would invest in the stock market. Yeah, Jason is anti-crypto. He hates it. Hates it. I want to take a quick look at my portfolio. I'm just going to quickly check my portfolio while I'm here. Let's see, and I'll tell you how the market is trending. We've been open for about 35 minutes. Give me 1 second. What are my stocks done today? Oh, okay. All right. My positions. What are we looking at? Okay, so, that's nice. Okay, we've had a bit of appreciation in the mining stocks. Silver mining stocks have had a little bit of a push. Platinum mining stocks such as Chalice, that's up 5.5%. Some gold mining stocks are up. And what's down? Sun Silver is down. Okay, why is that? And uranium. Uranium? What's uranium? My uranium stock is down a bit. But silver mine is mostly doing well. Okay, that's good. Cool. Final comments and then we shall get out of here. And of course, once more, people, I am going to plug the ever-loving hell out of it. Really want to join the Silver Investor Club. Have I had anyone? Let's go. Let me just do a little thing of that. Yeah, the Silver Investor Club. I'll put a link below. bit.ly, bit.ly/Silver Investor Club. Or you can go to school.com and then go into their search bar. They've got a discovery, like to search things, type in Silver Investor Club and you'll find it. Why? Okay. As I said before, free to join for now. Okay. An amazing community. This is where you can take what you're taking, all the people you're interacting with here on the live streams, take it 24/7. I did start a Telegram channel, but I think hey, Jason and Knackers, I'm probably going to get rid of the Telegram channel, just so you're aware. So I would probably highly consider joining the Silver Investor Club community, because I just kind of want one central one. Okay, I did try it with one other thing. You remember that locals.com thing that I tried? That went absolutely nowhere. Telegram's pretty lively every now and then, but I think it's going to be here now. We've got 66 members, which is like way more than the Telegram channel. So I think you guys are going to have to port over, please. Yeah. Why? You're going to get on the live shows, and you won't get as well. I'll look at silver stocks. I'll give you updates of prices. Everyone just talks to each other here. You can get to know everyone. You guys are welcome to do, if you want, buy, swap, and sells over here. I have just decided that you are welcome to do that if you want, buy, swap, and sells. And we're doing weekly live stream hangouts as well. Tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. That may not be the time always, but I'm just going to do it for tomorrow. The first one, we're just going to hang out on Zoom. You can have your camera off, you can have your audio off, or you can have your camera on. You can be as public or as private as you want, but it's going to be like a Zoom hangout. I can share my screen and talk about prices and stuff. I'll do my what I learned section for the private members, etc. And Ricky from Perth Bullion Exchange is joining us as well for an amazing Silver Bullion special exclusive to the Silver Investor Club. You will get one every single week for you. In the beginning, it's just going to be from Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au from Ricky. However, I'm going to be reaching out to other bullion dealers in the US or the UK or wherever. Hopefully, we get a whole bunch of different bullion dealers going, okay, for the US people, here's a special one just for the Silver Investor Club as we get bigger and bigger. And you can help me do that, okay? You can use this link, that one that I'll put, and you can share this with other people and go, hey, you should be joining this new community. At some point as well, let me just let you know, and I might do this. I'm not going to do it yet, but I might do it maybe way down the track. There's an affiliate thing as well. So you might, later on down the track, you may then get to earn some cash yourself by referring people to the thing. And you would want to do it anyway because it's a great community, but you could get paid for it as well. But we need to build the community first, so we need a kind of a core group of people. I did say I'd limit it to the first 50 people for free, but I think I feel like I just want 100, something like that. Anyway, Silver Investor Club. Let's go to the final synchronized slurp. Jason says, I don't mind cryptos that have use cases. Meme coins are what I have an issue with. Fair enough. All right, my funky people, you have watched Good Morning Stackers with me, Joe Main, live on X and on YouTube. We did precious metals, we did crypto, and we're going to get the hell out of here. Grab your tasty beverages and we shall dance it out, whatever you're drinking right now. Slurp it with me. It is the slurp heard around the world, and we dance it out because you have watched Good Morning Stackers. Oh yeah, we're feeling fine. Good Morning Stackers. It's podcast time. Grab it.
Grab a tasty beverage. Let's get in the groove.
Let's do that.
Synchronize.
3, 2, 1, go.
Now we're on the move.
Good hour session, people. Stay safe, stay informed, keep stacking whatever you're stacking. You'll get more content from me probably tomorrow. Have an amazing day. See ya.